It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 51 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Nix. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. The Chiefs at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Nix can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit...
Pressure comes and down he goes. Nick Bolton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Nix, short throw caught by Dulcich. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 20-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Nix. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 29-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Down to about the 22 here. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out. But they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Williams.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Williams again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
On first down, Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now here's Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pacheco.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action.
Nix.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
And he is caught. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Nix forced out to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown on their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now it's Mahomes again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the option. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
21-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw. Nix.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Nix. Flush to his right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Nix.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton, 26 yards.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the bootleg. Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he's... Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
How could you play any other role after Dexter? For kids? Who adores you? Yesterday, I had Lundy and Anton. And now they're gone because of me. You didn't do anything wrong. No matter what I do, I don't know what I choose. Oh, Allie, what's wrong? Nothing I can do. If I'm not hurting myself, I'm hurting everyone. Oh, I'm broken. Why don't we go back to that one? Don't. I need to be here. Oh, my God. No. I can't do anything about it. Oh. That was good acting. Mm. Rita, you're upset. Coming over here, all I could think about was drugs again. Never having fear again. That will never happen. And through cabinets circled to your desk, looking for anything that would explain what would be so horrible that my husband would have to keep a place to hide it from me. Where's my sister? And? Break the lock. Just scared why I'm fine. You put me in this position, Dexter. This is not the type of person or wife that I want to be. comfortable having it in the house with the kids, so I kept it here. Except for the syringes, scalpels, and bone saw hidden in that secret drawer underneath.
Beginning to see just how good you really are at it. You should sleep here tonight. You're ready to come home and we all have work to do if this marriage ends.
Hey, pulling it all there? No rest for the wicked. Have a good one. Always do. It's almost poetic. One serial killer ending the 30-year reign of another. Trinity could be anywhere in this building. I've got to get to the security surveillance room. Security guard. He was here last night. I've been so focused on Trinity, I've neglected who was victim with me. The bludgeoning victim 30 years ago. Did he have 2 kids? It's a security guard. If he's here, then where's Trinity? Take the bait. Take the bait. No father. You made me. The holiness is gone. Got him. The elevators aren't moving. He's using the stairs. Which one? I can't risk picking the wrong exit and miss Trinity. His car has to be here. I lose you again, Trinity. Miami never recedes. He's scurrying back to whatever hole he crawled out of. The lone wolf thinks this is over. What the hell's he doing? Where are you going, Trinity? He's not getting away.
And he wouldn't be noticed.
Wendy was wrong. I was wrong. Neither of us knew pieces of the puzzle were missing. Trinity's a husband. A father. He's like me.
Oh.
Previously on Dexter. Deb's and I.
We have to leave in about a half hour. How long does it take to get over to Albertsons on Cherry and Meridian where I got my haircut? Is it like 25 minutes?
In sheep's clothing. Hour by hour, the spinning image of a normal man.
Oh my God.
6 a.m. Breakfast, 7 a.m. Work, 8:30.
Fuck.
Study session, shaping young minds, even on a Saturday. Noon lunch with faculty, out at 3. Dinner at 6. Father, husband, teacher, deacon, all in the name of blending in. Camouflage is nature's craftiest trick. This is what makes a home. The noise of happy children, the warmth of a full house, the chill of an angry wife. Just a few more things to pack up.
After dragging me out. That's for the kids. They're hungry this week.
Oh, I could go for a sandwich.
Bread.
She has to forgive me for my apartment eventually, doesn't she? Maybe I should hang on to it just in case.
He couldn't even have a banana?
Huh.
I made an appointment with the new therapist for tomorrow at noon.
New therapist?
It's an emergency, Dexter. I don't think so.
No, of course. I mean, whatever whatever you need.
Whatever you need. That's what I said. Yes.
Can you get me around to the station? She's taking another run at Nikki Wall today. She confessed to everything except for the part where she shot me and Wendy.
Like if she didn't, Trinity did. But I can't tell Dad. I need a head start. Okay. Yes, I know where that is. Thanks. Gotta go. Bludgeoning downtown. Trinity's the latest victim. About time.
100 Ocean Gate?
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Because that's where Wendy thought it would be. We could have stopped it if fucking Nikki Wall and her shit-stained boyfriend didn't shoot us.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. I'm going to kill Trinity for you.
Can you just give me a ride to the station, please?
Yeah, I'll drop you off on my way downtown. The last victim in the cycle of 3. Trinity's done. For now. He's retreating to the safety of his camouflage. His defenses will be down. Perfect time to strike. Jesus. I just have to stay ahead of my colleagues.
2 days worth of decay. Buy's been here since Friday. Building was closed over the weekend. No AC.
What's the status? Blunt force trauma to the head.
Duh.
Judging from the spray, we're looking at somebody tall, over 6 feet. You like that? That's all I can tell you. He broke the arm for a reason. Can't leave this behind. Like, get them closer.
Jimmy, that's okay. I got Dog. You got buckets of blood to worry about. See the oval grip pattern there? Comes from a framing hammer.
Duh. I'll check some out in the spider room, see if I can narrow it down. How do you know so much about hammers?
Not a tool I haven't played with, my friend.
Bullshit, you fucking junkie whore.
You better shooting at it.
Quinn,
Shouldn't be here more. Watch this one gonna fuck you up.
I'm already fucked up.
Look, Nikki's gone away for a long time. She invested vacation murders and the killing Johnny Rose.
But not for Wendy.
Hold the phone, you know she's lying, but we got nothing. No evidence, no eyewitnesses. So it is what it is.
You won't love me. Oh, let's shut it. Let's shut it. Let's die. Okay? Okay.
Fuck. I came at Nikki Wall from every which way, but she's still holding out on us.
Brass wants to transfer to county. It's out of our hands.
I didn't want to leave homicide with dead and money unsolved.
It's out of our hands, too.
I haven't told anyone yet about me transferring.
There's no need until it's official. I haven't even turned in the paperwork.
Got it?
No, that's homicide.
Just coming today.
This morning. It would make sense to call you on something new.
Bludgeoning. Nasty. You got any needs?
You could transfer.
Maria, don't.
Matthews about us was the right thing to do. Looking forward to good for 15% pay bump, promotion to lieutenant, better hours, and chances are I'm not going to be getting shot at sitting behind the desk all day.
You hate sitting behind a desk.
But I'm not being here.
I'm perfectly comfortable with bodily fluids, blood, snot, tears, but the emotions that go along with it, not so much.
Are you hearing what you're going to say?
She's upset. About the apartment.
The apartment isn't really the issue right now.
It's not.
See, it's like he doesn't even know. He's always in his head, and when he does talk to me, it's all lies, all the time.
Not all the time.
I thought we were past this. The drugs and Lila.
Who's not? No sponsor.
Okay. Now, we're married. We have a child together. And you're still keeping secrets. Yeah, I can see what you're upset. But, as you describe it, this isn't new behavior for Dexter. It sounds like you knew about him when you married him. I hoped he would change. When you married your ex-husband, did you think he would change too? At least I have some responsibility with you.
He likes his therapist already. He's like, yeah.
I don't want to keep making the same mistake.
Me neither. We'll work it out. We always work it out.
I need a partner, Dexter. Someone I can trust. Unless you can be completely honest with me. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm doing everything I can to save my family. I'm still failing. Reed is picturing her life without me, and I can't picture mine without her. Or the kids. Harrison.
He paused it. So vinegar and baking soda is probably going to be your best friend. And what I would do is almost make like a paste with it, Sam, and put it on the couch. Don't leave it for too long. But try a little spot first to see what it does, right? Um, then you can also like it probably went into. I would take the cover off because they usually are covers on it. So they don't come apart, like the couch cushions don't come off. Yeah, so try a little section to start because I really think that the vinegar and baking soda, I mean, girl, it's what they use to get rust off the bottom of pans. You don't got money for that, honey. Get really hot water when she's right about that. Really fucking hot water. Like burn your fucking hands off. Fucking hot water. Like go get new fucking fingerprints, bitch. Because that's how hot that water needs to be. Yeah. But vinegar and baking soda, baby. Try that. I really think it's going to help with the smell too, because if you sprinkle baking soda on it to begin with, it's going to help start oxidizing the smell of the puke. What's wrong with her? Maybe I can help Ruby. Okay, let me talk to Ruby. Ru, can I help you help you? Will you let TT help you? Okay, I need you to help me. Show TT your owie, please, and thank you. I need to see that owie. Okay. What I need you to do for TT is I need you to ask mommy where the stuff to clean it is, and then you're going to clean it for yourself. You're going to be a big girl, and we're going to do this together. Okay, we'll clean him. Okay, we're going to clean him. Okay, okay. This is a good girl. Okay, now I want you to take the Neosporin, and I want you to put a little tiny bit on your finger. First, actually, yeah, that. But first, I want you to go wash your hands. Make sure you wash them really good. Yes, thank you. Because when we're cleaning our owies and we're having to touch them with our bare hands, we always have to make sure we get the germs off our hands first. Okay. Now dry your hands. Okay. Now let's go back to where your stuff is at. Okay, now I want you to open the Neosporin. Okay, so just a little, like a little bit, and then yep, and put a little bit on each owie. And Rue, when can you use this medicine? And only on owies, not to play with. And not anywhere near your face, baby, okay? Okay. Now, let's open the band-aid. You're a big girl. You know how to do this. I'm so proud of you. You're being a good girl. Look at you helping yourself. On the big one. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yep. There you go, Sweet Pea. And that was really good. Yep. Okay. See, you're doing it all by yourself. You're such a big girl. I'm so proud of you. Just look for the littler ones, honey. They're in there. Yep, there you go. Now make sure you put the big. You got it. You're doing it all by yourself. You got it. There you go. You don't need nobody's help. You're a big girl. Good morning, babe. I do. You're cute. I love those pants. And look, you got and new shoes match your shirt. You did it. Oh, Rue wants to say hi. I'm helping her get band-aids and put medicine on her owies. Okay, Rue, make sure you pick up all your mess. Go throw all your band-aid stuff away. All your band-aid wrappers. Go throw them away like a big girl. And then, Ruby, I want you to, after you go put everything away, I want you to go wash your hands again because you touched your owie.
She's running?
I know, because she's doing a big girl. She did it all by herself with TT's help. I'll be right back, baby.
Oh. How have you been, Miss Ruby? That's good. Are you washing your hands? Yeah, all by yourself. Ruby's running? Ruby's running? She keeps running. Ruby just kept running because she was washing her hands. She's trying to go to her room and hide so that way she didn't have to give it back to mom. It was funny. I'm like, little lady. Guess what? I'm gonna be in 8th grade this year. No, you're freaking not. Yes, I freaking am. No way, ma'am. Yes. I already have all my school supplies. You got all of your school supplies already? Yep. You're not allowed to be in 8th grade. Well, you can't decide that. Neither can you, so get from the same boat. I can decide if I go to 8th grade or not. Because I am. You kinda. Yeah, kinda can't. Your mom would get in a lot of trouble if you didn't go to school. Yeah. I know. Are you gonna be, is this your last year in middle school? No. 9th grade. Yeah, 9th grade. Ruby tried to steal this one from Sam.
And a scrub brush, by the way.
Scrub brush, baking soda, vinegar.
Yes, ma'am. And OxyClean if you have it.
I do got that.
Oh, honey, OxyClean.
This steel vinegar?
Yep. Because that's your cheap shit, girl. That's like cheap fucking old school fucking.
I called you. I was like, who the hell has like $109 to
Girl, no, this is the fucking cheap ass version way. You're gonna get it cleaned up, I promise. But first, okay, so this is how I would do it. This is the method I would try first, okay? So hot water and a scrub brush just by itself. Get as much of that gunk up and out as you can first. Okay? Do that. You're going to have to change out that water fucking constantly. So make sure I would have like 2 different buckets, right? One for dirty and one for clean. So that you're like taking and rinsing out in the dirty and like taking the clean water and scrubbing with. You get what I'm saying? And then I would take and put OxiClean on it after you have gotten a lot of it off and let that OxiClean sit for a little while, maybe like 5-10 minutes. Then come back and clean up the OxiClean like as best as you can. And when you do the OxiClean, honey, I would make it a paste, like again, not like a paste, but I would liquidize it a little bit when you go to put it on there. So take like a half a cup and put it in like, let's say a half a cup of water and dilute it down so that it'll make it easier so that you don't have that powder on your couch. You get what I'm saying? So, and then use that water to put down on it and then clean it up. But watch how much moisture you're putting on your couch. Okay? That's the other thing. Make sure you're getting up as much moisture as you can or you can mildew and mold your couch. So you can't just sit there and throw water after water after water on your couch. You have to use the least amount of water as plausible. Think about that, okay? Like the least amount of water to do the job right. That's why you're going to use hot water. And that's why I said just a half a cup for whatever section you have of puke. Like you can go like this with the water once you're done. Because it's going to be almost gel with a half a cup and a half a cup with equal parts. If you have any questions when you're doing it, let me know. After you do the OxiClean, let it set, and you're going to need to let it dry. So I would put a fan right like on that motherfucker. Okay, so stand-up fans right on it, and like have John get on a towel and step down on it. Because you need to absorb, again, as much water as you possibly can. Once you dry it out, if the OxiClean doesn't do it, and you still smell funk, baking soda and vinegar. But start with the OxiClean because that's going to clean up the yucky. And then you could probably sprinkle the baking soda is not going to hurt it. You could sprinkle the baking soda as you let that OxiClean sit there to try and help with the smell. And baking soda, girl, you can just be like no, it's not. No. Baking soda is just a natural odor eliminator. Just think of it that way. And it's like one of the best things to clean with. It's like just a regular cleaner. Because these are all non-toxic stuff that you're going to be using too, so.
Right. This will be fun. I also don't have a good stomach.
Is the puke been cleaned up? Go right now. You can't go. Get your fucking ass up right now and go do it. Because the longer it sits there, the fucking more fucking agony you're going to be in, girl. Well, fucking plug your nose and breathe in through your mouth. Go get yourself your fucking rubber gloves and go to fucking town, girl. Okay, well, call me if you need anything, but you got to get that up right now. Love you, bye. She's just leaving the puke on.
Kind of dumb. John's not fucking helping out.
And like Ruby has she had like 3 sores. Like not, and like fucking big ass ones that were like, And Samantha's house is a fucking mess. She looks like me when she was that age. When I was that age. Her house is a fucking mess. Do you think that green and this green clash, or do you think they look good together, honey?
I haven't text back yet.
I don't think that we're gonna need those mounts. I'm gonna cancel that order because they came with them, I guess. This shit works good, right? Does my face look like you're probably not hungry, are you? You're never hungry anymore. Do you think we should leave now? Do we need gas for the car, by the way? Do you want to, should we run over and get gas real quick or just do it on our way?
Good on way.
And what time do you want to go to Oregon? Like,
It's
so,
up to you. Let's go right after.
You want to take her with her? Okay.
You're the one that's going in.
Do you think she'll be okay to go on a ride with